Romanian authorities continue to seize influencer Andrew Tate's vehicles as part of a criminal inquiry into his alleged human trafficking.
Romanian police are expanding their investigation of the former kickboxer Andrew Tate.
Media personality Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
A misogynist, a cult leader.
You're a fool, you're a joke, okay? We're all laughing at you. We're going to be making fun of you for years to come.
Romanian authorities have seized Andrew Tate's Bugatti.
Definitely not. No,
don't like him?
No.
Why not?
Who likes him?
Yeah, fuck Andrew Tate, basically.
I hate Andrew Tate.
Yo, fuck Andrew Tate. That guy's a bitch.
I really hate Andrew Tate passionately.
Lick my dick and balls.
Ew.
They're nice and hairy.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. You think Andrew Tate's a nice guy?
Oh, yeah. Never did anything to me.
There's a picture man here. Oh, on the camera. It's crazy. Do you guys know who Andrew Tate is?
Yes.
So how do you guys feel about Andrew Tate?
Fuck Andrew Tate.
He's like one of the worst people on the internet.
How do you feel about Andrew Tate?
Piece of shit.
Keep him in prison and respect women. Let them do whatever they want with their bodies. Respect them. And don't be a bitch. Don't prostitute them. Nothing.
He got arrested in Romania for trafficking in young girls. So if the allegations against him are true, he sucks.
I think that Andrew Tate is an example of progressing media that's misogynistic, and I think even in the sense of giving him negative attention, it's kind of uplifting something that's fucked.
He got what he deserved. I'm not surprised that he was pointed out for sex trafficking, because I believe that certain things that he was trying to promote to men, it would lead to them actually sex trafficking women instead of actually picking them up.
I think it's really a conspiracy against him.
You don't believe what the Matrix is pushing on him?
I mean, I did hear a video. I heard a tape from 2013 where he was telling somebody that he raped her and that he enjoyed it, but it could all be made up.
Basically hides all of this really fucked up misogynistic shit with this idea of improving yourself.
So what does he say that's misogynist?
What do I think? What?
That woman,
do you think I have a list?
in the kitchen? Why I don't.
Okay, well,
everything you can hear.
Okay, I've watched some of it.
So what does he say that's misogynistic or sexist or anything like that?
I mean, like I said, I don't consume his shit a lot, but didn't he just get charged for fucking sex trafficking?
Yeah, he got charged, but right now Romania has zero evidence against him. They're just putting him in holding.
Oh, no, it's one of these interviews, babe.
So do you think he deserves to be canceled?
He should have been canceled just by the lessons that he was trying to teach young men. I don't think you could learn about how to get a woman from a man. I think obviously you're supposed to get it from a woman, because who knows a woman better than a woman?
Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't have had a platform in the first place.
Trafficking criminal. Of course, he needs to be canceled.
I mean, 2 countries wanted him for separate reasons. I think that's pretty much enough evidence as it is to lock him away.
No, I really don't.
You don't believe in cancel culture?
No.
I think that predators don't deserve respect and deserve to be put in prison. Have a wonderful day. I hope that you don't have a girlfriend, because I would feel really bad for her if you like Andrew Tate.
You know Top G?
Yeah, I know.
How do you feel about him?
What is the vibe, you ask me?
Yeah.
Rap vibe.
Rap?
Yeah.
Like hip hop?
Yeah.
So do you think he could be a good role model for young men?
It depends on what kind of a young man you are. If you want to be a creepy young man, he is a good role model for you. But if you want to be a nice, respectful dude, he's not a good role model.
Absolutely not. That's probably the worst part about Andrew Tate. He's figured out how to, I guess, influence young kids, but at the end of the day, that's the most influenced time in their life. And so if they're having Andrew Tate as a role model, what are they going to grow up in? There's going to be frat boys, they're going to disrespect women, they're going to take them out on dates and then take another girl out the next night. It's just bad all around.
So who should we look up to besides Andrew Tate? Who's a better role model, do you think?
Harry Styles.
Oh yeah, Harry Styles, for sure.
Harry Styles. All the young boys need to be influenced by Harry Styles. Don't care what they wear, be themselves. 2023, it's all about being you.
Do you think he's a good role model for young men?
No. I think someone who's respectable and who doesn't, share every thought that goes through their head, that's a role model to look up to.
I mean, it depends what that young man is trying to accomplish in life. If you're trying to be great, then I guess you could take some tips from him, but if that's not the route you want to take, then no.
Not at all.
We'll see the way that his reach gets affected by it, but I would love to see it go down.
No, I don't.
You don't either?
I don't.
No, I feel like he's the opposite of a role model.
he's just like a complete asshole. Like, don't listen to Andrew Tate.
Who should young men look up to instead of Andrew Tate?
Teachers, like I don't know, like a sports, like a coach. Just like find people who you look up to who like actually like spread love and like proper like morals. I don't know.
Do you think he's a good role model for young men?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Because of how he models what it's like to be a man in this society right now. I don't think it's a good idea.
So like what specifically does he say that's like wrong?
I don't know specifically, but I just have seen videos of him that I don't agree with.
So do you form your opinion about him through like short form content like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and IG Reels, or do you watch like his long form YouTube interviews and content?
No, just short form.
Do you think it's possible that your opinion on him could be skewed from the short form content being cut down from longer conversation?
Probably not.
Probably not?
No.
Why not?
I just don't think it. I just don't think so. I actually have to meet someone. Do you mind if I leave?
Okay, yeah.
Thank
no
you.
problem. Do you think that could be a majority of your perception on him, is a lot of the short form content that came out?
For sure. I mean, I also just don't consume any of that. I don't watch any Andrew Tate. Like, I'm not watching his YouTube videos or anything like that. Yeah, fuck Andrew Tate, basically.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, because it doesn't provide much context, you know? But that could be true about anything.
I think anybody's comments could be edited and skewed to any which way it wants, and therefore this conversation right now that I'm having could be skewed and misedited, and next thing you know, I'm going to sound like a maniac, and then I'm going to get canceled, and then when I get canceled, I'm not going to have enough money to feed and give stuff to these two young women right here, my daughters.
So do you think that's Tate's fault, or is that the people consuming the content's fault, not going out of their way to try to understand what he's truly saying?
This is the United States of America. People can do whatever the hell they want. If they want to cut it, they want to splice it, they want to do anything they want, that's up to them. Now, if you're a person that's looking at it, and if you're stupid enough to believe everything that you see on the internet, then that's your problem and that's your ignorance.
I think that what we've seen is very telling.
I'd say yes,
Of
but
his
it's
character.
It's one of those situations where no matter how great a person can be, if they're shitty enough in one area, it doesn't matter.
Are you just asking these questions to women?
No, we're asking this to everybody.
Okay.
Are you an Andrew Tate supporter?
I like Andrew Tate.
That's a little embarrassing for you.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think he's a good role model. I think all the things that you think are wrong, or you think he has malicious intent, I think he doesn't have malicious intent. I think most of the content that he put out was satire. You know, he has multiple 4-hour, 3-hour long podcasts that if you watch in the entirety, you know, he takes care of his women. He doesn't treat women badly. He doesn't traffic women. He doesn't do anything negative towards women.
You're saying his women, as if it's like, you know.
So you don't call your girl your girl?
But when I say like, yo, my girl and I are coming over, I'm not saying it as like she's belongs to me, and he says that.
No, he doesn't say that. He said
no, he does.
He said he's responsible for it, so he has some type of authority, but not he can't control what she does.
Responsible to him as well. A relationship is two people. It's not like one. You know, the world's a different place than it was 500 years ago, but that doesn't change the fact that.
Is it better now, with relationship wise?
Oh God, dude, these are crazy questions that you can't really answer in one day. So I think, you know, two people are in a relationship. They exist in responsibility to each other, and they go places. If you want to use a title like my girl and mean it as like, you know, she's my girlfriend, that's a little different story than them being an object.
Do you think other people's opinion can be skewed from what he says due to the short form content? Because a lot of the long term content that he puts out in the interviews, I mean I like the messages that he puts out.
From him?
The Riz?
Yeah.
What you mean
Basically
Riz?
like picking up women. Do you get your tips on picking up women from him?
No,
Why
I've been
not?
getting girls before.
But why not? If he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, why
I mean,
not
he says good values for what you should have. Like, do you believe in the traditional values he holds in relationships, where a man's supposed to provide for the woman and the woman's supposed to get taken care of and
But he
do the
talks
womanly
more
things?
about that, and it's more about like the creepy stuff that he says specifically to like try to get those women.
Like, what's the creepy stuff that he says?
You catching me off rib? I'm just coming from a casting. My brain is like tingling.
Do you agree with like his traditional values in relationships, like where like the man's supposed to provide for the women and the woman's supposed to do like womanly things, or is that wrong?
Girl, I'm non-binary.
It's not that I disagree, it's just not what I foresee in my life. So like, I don't know, if you want a wife who's going to stay at home and cook and clean for you, then go ahead, but that's not going to be me.
I'm an entrepreneur. I like to provide for myself, but with the generation the way it is, I think that it has changed so much that is because of like everything that's happening is because we deviated from where we were first like, you know, being a woman and a man, and men do this and women do this. Now it's like everybody does whatever, and that's why everything's so crazy. I think if we were still dealing with the back generation, with like the back culture, that how we grew up with morals and culture, life would be so much different, especially for the kids nowadays. Their life is harder than ours. I see it every day.
See, when you say it that way, that's bad. You shouldn't say womanly things because, like,
What's wrong with that?
I mean, that's defining a role in the relationship. Which
You don't think we have gender roles?
I think men and women are both good at certain things, but there's some stay-at-home dads that are better than their wives at raising children. And I'd much rather the best person in the relationship do the role that makes sense for them, rather than, you know, each person feel like they have a defined role. I don't want my wife to have to do all the cleaning in the house. She's going to resent me. We're going to share that responsibility between the two of us, as one should. You know?
If you're making $10 million a year, are you really expected to come home and clean the house?
I could care less if I'm making $10 million a year, which I will be in about a year, 5 years, whatever it is, right? I could care less. I'm going to be doing the same role that she's doing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really think that has like a place in society anymore. Again, as gender roles have been very dynamic for the past 100 years, like I just think that sort of like traditional mindset doesn't really serve our current social or political climate anymore, and I think it actually actively dismantles it a little bit.
Do you believe the man should be the provider in the relationship?
These days, no. I mean, you can get a two-income household. Each person can provide for each other. It's a much more efficient way of living your life.
How do you feel about that?
I agree, but I also think the man can provide if he wants to. I think the woman can also provide if she wants to. I think whoever the fuck can provide.
No, I don't think it's a man's business to tell a woman what they can or can't do.
No, I just mean in terms of like the man is supposed to make more money, provide for the woman, protect the woman, and then the woman does more of the, you know, womanly things in the household.
Again, I think that a woman can decide what she wants to do on her own and can provide for herself if she wishes to.
So there's no closing message that you would say to Andrew Tate? Anything you would say? Positive, negative, anything?
See a therapist, man. I think you have a lot of fucked up issues. That's all.
Can't say free Top G.
No. Bye.
So what would you say to Andrew Tate if he was watching the video right now?
Hey, keep pushing and keep your head up.
Hasanabi owned your ass, dude. Pack it up.
Aiden Ross is a bootlicker.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would just say do better, because that's all the amount that I
Is
would.
he the top G though? Isn't he doing the best?
No. He's gonna watch this?
Yeah, he's gonna watch this.
Go fuck yourself. Like, you are literally like a horrible person. Like, I hope literally like get hit by a car. I don't know. Like, you really suck. And like you have like literally, yeah, like you don't know me. I don't know you, but like fuck you. And like I hope you don't sleep well. I hope your food tastes like shit. Like, you have like literally like brought back like you put people back, so many people back with like your horrible ideas. Like, fuck you.
All right, like what would you say to Andrew Tate if he was watching the video right now? Free Tate?
No.
What would you say to Andrew Tate if he was watching the video? Because he's gonna watch it.
Oh, he's gonna watch this video. Yeah. Andrew, all I'm saying is let's have a conversation. Let's sit down and talk about values, and I want to hear your perspective. You know, I feel like I have some ideas that we could talk about.
I think now you're starting to like him now.
No, I don't like him.
I hope that you change your ways if they do free you. If they don't free you, my fault. Just like 6ix9ine, we're not gonna be in the street saying free Tate.
I'm gonna say fuck Andrew Tate and fuck 12.
You know what Andrew Tate is?
Yeah, I do, we know of him, yeah.
Do you like Andrew Tate?
No, do you?
Yes. Wait, why don't you like Andrew Tate?
He's a complete and total scumbag. Come on.
What did he do?